around. Today was an interesting day for me. Uh, After trading, I ended up having to go to the ER. I had this chest pain uh, starting yesterday before I went to bed, and it was in my neck, in my back, in my chest, and it didn't go away in the morning. And when I started trading, it seemed like it was only getting worse. Um, and so I didn't know what it was, and I need to go to the hospital. I have VA, so I was able to call the VA, ER checked out. Unfortunately, it was nothing. I spent 2 or 3 hours in the ER. And, they got me checked out, and everything came back fine. Everything came back positive. It was stressful. After that, I really just didn't really have like the motivation to do anything. I was just stressed, tired, you know, day. And yeah, so I just slept. And, yeah, so anyways, let's go ahead and get back to this. So we're on the daily chart. First, this guy right here, we have a fair value gap right there. You also have this fair value gap right here that we just clearly inversed. And now we're really in this area right here of this fair value gap. It's busy. And taking all the sell side targets that I thought we were going to take out. We also had this inverse fair value gap, which we just pretty much hit the top of it, and then we failed. So I want to have that marked out as well. Dead right there. Scoot these back a little bit. Friday. Right there. And yeah, so we sold off. We sold off pretty hard. It's actually looking kind of bearish at this moment. On the price, I mean, it looks like we're just in a consolidation, kind of like, and we come down here. Look at the weekly, and on the weekly we have this big busy that we're in, so we might want to go and dig down deeper in there this week and explore that area and then pop up. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not too sure. My theory was that we were going to come down in here and then push up harder, but we didn't do that. We obviously just closed right below it, so it's pretty bearish right now at the moment. Yeah, so let's go ahead and hop into the 1 minute. Check out kind of what we're looking at. Get this guy right here. Here's, so we closed almost exactly at 50% of that wick. See right there, closed at exactly 50% of that wick. We didn't close below it, we didn't close above it, we closed at it. Just name it interesting. Keep that there. Cover the hour real quick. So we have this market structure shift here. There we have this basically this run down. I have a feeling that we've hit enough sell side to where we're gonna start getting some buy side for the time being. So with. So our 50% point would be right there. That run. 2%, 4 hour, yeah, 4 hour just bearish, huh? So looking at 50% of the total run from basically where we're at right now to the top. That percent, which kind of levels up with some buy side right there. Anyways, let's go ahead and hop into it. So today I went down, took some bad trades, bad trades that I know I shouldn't have taken. Ended up losing quite a bit. So let's talk about it. This is that daily fair value gap. This is the fair value gap above with the suspension block. This right here is a 9:30 opening candle right here. And I was looking at this right here. So we'll actually go to the 15 minute. Like, get all these targets. I'm gonna be honest, our New York sessions haven't been too great. Kind of crappy. Check out those. These are all sell side targets that I had. We did that in Asia session. So right now this would be like Asia session low. See if we take that out. Looks like we're gonna hold that. I should take my supply side. So let's get some RTH as well. You have an RTH gap right here. Approximate pushment right here. RTH dot E 08 Tuesday. Bam. And then I want to have this one marked out as well. Close. To open. One of these. RGHC dot E 0818 Monday. And there we go. There we have it. We have the new week opening gap up here. Let's put that up till Friday. Make that green. Gap. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And here we are at 9:30. We have midnight. Right there. So today, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit unsure. Too certain on what the market was gonna do. That's going to be attacked. Midnight. Tuesday. That marked off. And then we had Asia sessions. That was like an obvious long right there. Just how it can go there. We've been all the good runs have been in like Asia session and London session. It seems like it's been good. So 8:30. Just out a little bit. That 8:30 price. Okay. So that's pretty much what I need. Go ahead. Look at everything that we had going on this morning. 9:30 is right here. We have this. Oh, we have this right here. I was looking at this here, right? Yeah. We'd used it before. We had bounced off of it before. So I was thinking that we were probably going to do that again. Ended up getting it below it. Well, this one we used it go up. Hit these suspension blocks right here. I don't know if that's a suspension block. I don't know, it was up here that I was looking at. This whole area probably can be considered like, yeah, see how we get consequent encouragement of that guy. So at 8 o'clock, pretty much 8:04, it's in that macro, we get this run. And I'm starting to understand the use of this guy. And then this is 9 o'clock right here. So we're going to measure out this area. This is like the dealing range that we're in. And the reason for this guy right here, I'm discovering, is for the use of determining premium and discount. Now, I thought for sure we were going to at least move up a little bit. It seemed like we were moving down so hard, it would make sense that we would want to stop everybody out and then move lower. That's not what happened. We ended up moving lower. So just all in all, my general thesis on the day was wrong. Look at this run. It's like so obvious. Like we just, boom, we take out that sell side right there and then we just move up. It's so clear and obvious. Happened like 5 minutes probably. Bam. It's 15 minutes. Tap to 15. And we're just moving with like aggression. Anyways, who cares? It's whatever. It's just a little frustrating because this is what we get for it, like New York session, and then we just get these clean runs in Asia session when we're all working. So it's gonna go up. That's where that's going. Take out this trend line. Oh wow. My time is the New York session, and that's the time I want to trade, and that's the time that I have to trade. So, like, I have the day off today, so I could have probably been sitting down, but I have a dog, and I have to go walk it. Chicken soup, so. Clean. Okay. Anyway, so just looking at the dealing range, it looks like, we move down further. We have these very clear targets down below. We have this low right here. Then we have these two belows right here from August 8th and 11th. We open up right here at the lower end of the dealing range. So immediately that tells you that that's not where you want to be selling at. And you want to be selling up here. This is discount, premium, and this is discount down here. And it'd more likely be like this right here would be where you want to be selling at. And this right here is where you want to be buying at. Yeah, below the price. If you were a buyer. So we come down at 8 o'clock, sell off. It's very clear, like sell off. We hit 0.25 of this unrealized range. Come down, we take out this sell side, and we move up a little bit. Come into this area, almost hitting 50%, but that's not where you want to sell off at. Then we come here, we open up. The first thing we do is we come down, tag right here. I actually bought it right here, and then I held it all the way up here, and then it came to stop me out. And I should have noticed when the market was doing this, although I personally am looking to target things like this, where I can sell in this area. Now, had I not thought we were going to go higher, and had I just stuck with the regular bias that there's good sell side down below, there's sell side above, or there's buy side above that I'd like to see us hit, but clearly we had some objectives to go lower. And after seeing that, that should have told the whole story. Like, we're not going higher. That's the highest we're going to go. We sell off down here. And what do? We take out this sell side right here. Take out this sell side. We come up. We hit this fair value gap right here. Come down. And then I tried to sell again, thinking, okay, it looks like it's going to be the run. And again, it does this like Judas swing. And it comes up here. It's this rejection block. And then it sells off. Takes the rest of the target. I think with anticipatory skills, the best sell would have been right here. Obviously right here. And then right here. This would have been a good one. You'd have had to hold it for a while through all of this, but it would have afforded you a good amount of selling. And I bought right here, anticipating this run higher. So what's to say I shouldn't have been able to sell right here, anticipating this run lower? Such a nice little run right there. Anyways, and yeah, I want to, so I marked out these two areas coming into the day right here and this fair value gap right here, thinking that we were probably going to use this to go up a little bit higher and take that out. That's what I thought was going to happen. I thought we were going to go up higher to go lower. That's not what happened. We ended up chopping around in here a while and then eventually going lower, hitting that wick down there. We moved higher. We get this breaker right here. And then we just move lower, lower, lower throughout the day. Going back, I wish I would have sold right here. Like that. It seems like a clear and obvious spot to me. I am premium. Targets were cleared. And it was the highest point, obviously. So, like, I guess hindsight's 2020. Yeah, you wish you could have taken that opportunity right there. I think when I was in the middle of it, I get a little bit lost in price action, and I start questioning where I think it's gonna go. Like, I ended up longing right here, thinking it was gonna go higher, but clearly, just looking at it, that's not the case, right? Hitting this rejection block right here. We don't even hit the halfway point of that rejection block. It's very bearish. I didn't see that. I was paying attention to like this one, but I wasn't paying attention to this one right here. So get this consolidation, sweep, sweep, sweep. And then at 10 o'clock, we start creating the real move. And I thought because this was 10 o'clock, I could sell off here and it would have been the move, but it wasn't it. And I guess you could, what I could have done at this point was taken this guy and ask myself, where do I want to short from here to here? This is the new run, right? Where would I want to short? And you would want to short at the higher end of this run, at the upper quadrant. And it does, it tags the upper quadrant of this run, the rejection block, boom, sells off. These are the things that I want to start looking for a little bit more. Here in this run right here, you get this. Let's say we get a spot right here where it kills down. Longs are kind of what I'd be looking for. You want to be buying down here. So if we get an opportunity or start selling off in this area, let's say it takes out the sell side. These sell side targets right here, that would be a good opportunity to buy. Which it might, because we still have all of this buy side right here. Right, so like let's say that would be a good trade. Let's say it does like keel over, it starts going lower right now. We would wait for it to inverse all of this, come back lower, come down into this area. That would be a new opportunity to take longs up into here. Just like up in here. So we get this dealing range from here to here. Well, where do you want to be selling? You want to be selling above that 50% range. You want to be selling here. And is there any PD arrays that can support that idea? Right here. There's a great, there's a suspension block that supports that idea. And look at it, uses it perfectly. Boom, sell. So I think having confidence, like real belief in where I think price is going to go, will help me support the idea of selling in certain areas or buying in certain areas. This isn't a bad trade. I mean, like you look at it, I bought like right here. They're like 90 points. Jeez. Right there, I had a 90-point trade. I ended up going break even on it. That's crazy. Man. Okay, so we get a dealing range right here. Let's see if we can get a dive back below this area right here. Doesn't look like we will, but never know. Yeah, we got all of this. But let's say it does. Say it comes back down here and wants to re-meet all this. You got to break her low, high, lower, low, higher, high. Wants to come down and wants to meet this area. That's where you could possibly take that trade. But it doesn't want to do that. It's going to go higher. So I think I'm going to start actually trading with higher risk. I've been trading with 1 micro, 2 micros, and that's made me very, very willing to take any trade instead of having a little bit more discernment in my trades and thinking about what I'm hopping into before I do it. Like this was a bad buy because it was clearly obvious like we weren't going to be going higher. Like what is this telling me? Keep on getting these lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower highs. It's clearly wanting to go down. Yeah, it can't go higher. My read on it was like it's trying to go higher, but it couldn't, and it kept on sweeping this liquidity, but it hadn't swept major liquidity yet. So I am. I want to start going up, and that will. I've gotten to the point where I'm like not so hesitant in my trades. Yeah, look at that. I guess like if you were to take this to this, yeah, we don't even reach the 50% mark on that. Um, because yeah, I just think having higher risk on my trades is going to be. I'm not struggling with the hesitation anymore. Now I'm just taking trades that are not found in really good logic. I'm just trying to. I'm afraid that the trades are going to run without me, and that's causing me to take trades that I shouldn't take. And then I wind up in a day like today, where I went down for $180 or something like that. So and it's also gotten me to a point too where like this trade, well, since I was on one contract, it was only worth like $150. Had I done that on like 5 contracts, I could have just exited out real quick and like been happy. That would have been a good trade. $90 on 5 contracts is pretty good. Um, I just took a quick scalp, right? So yeah, and also anticipating these runs right here, but also I feel like I am nailing out like the PD arrays to use. I'm just now I'm just having to like become more confident in the PD arrays. Sorry, I'm just seeing this now. I'm just gonna extend it to the right real quick. Yeah, look at it. Use that one. Interesting. Do we sweep that low? Yeah, we don't sweep the low. We just use that for value gap. Look at this run, dude. Good night, bro. It's like you have to be a freaking like look. It's just annoying because this is okay. So right now we're on a 160-point run. Our biggest run today would have been this one. And to take this trade, it's 250 points. You would have had to be pretty good. Really, like the trade to take would have been this one. Around 170 points. Like I guess like whatever. It's just patience. Like, just can't let these things bother you too much. It's easy to want to start getting all like hot and bothered about it. But I'm getting there. I feel like I'm getting close to understanding these markets. I'm getting so close. And it's like, but then I wonder if am I getting close? Like I don't know. Am I really getting that close? Like I feel like I am. I'm able to label the PD arrays that we're gonna use. I'm able to kind of determine where market's gonna go. I'm just not acting with as much confidence as I need to be acting with. And I think that's my biggest problem is like when I decide where a market's going to go and I really believe that the market's going to go there, then I should trade based on that idea. And just, I mean, if you like, it's shown for me that the my bias on the market is usually, not always, usually pretty right. It's acting on it and having a solid foundation to pull that off of. Like, let's say today I was like, oh, this is looking like we're going to sell off. We have very clear targets. We're probably going to want to hit those. So, where is the most likely spot in this run that I would want to sell from? Where is my conditions? Well, we have the suspension block up here. I'd like us to see like how we get up here. This is where I would want to sell. At what time do we do that? 9:40. That's a great time. Look at right here. We come up here. Bam, we hit this fair value gap. We're not able to even candle like get a body up there. Yeah, sure, like you would have had to withstand this, but your stop loss would have been above here. Bam. And that should have been like a contract ad for me. That's where I want to get to, is where I'm selling right here, or right here if I get up early enough. Selling right here and selling right here, just knowing that this is where we're going. We're going down here. So that's my review on the day. I hope we get some better runs tomorrow. All right. See y'all later.